Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Woo!
Oh man.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby. That's right. We getting pumped.
Nice.
We getting
Thank
pumped.
you.
Oh, hold on. We got one more badass here. Hold on.
I can hear
Hey.
you.
Oh, all right. He's got it fixed. All right. Don't deprive the audience, Robert, from seeing your beautiful face, my friend. Come on. What is going on? We got the Uganda Con Fuego crew up in the heezy, son. That's right. It's your boy, Fat Samurai Guy, back again, baby. And we gonna have a good old time talking about this movie. And I'm angry at Mr. Lobo himself because I was gonna sing his praises. He ain't here, damn it. No, I know he's busy. He's busy, but big shout out
Busy
to him.
guy, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, it's awesome to have all of you badasses here, hanging out with the Samurai Guy. Oh, we got some people in here. We got Todd saying it's show time. Oh yeah, got some
What
people
up?
here. Excited. That's right. Got Cyclone saying let's go. That's right. Clut to Joe saying yeah, boy, in the house. And yeah, Todd's already excited. We didn't even start the show technically or get into it yet, but he's already excited here.
Todd
So
lives
that's
in the
awesome.
future. He's already seen the show and he knows how amazing it is.
That's it.
He's just
that's
come
it.
backwards in time to let us know that we're going to do a great job.
Well, it's awesome to see everybody here. What's going on, Heather? But yeah, let's go around around the bend here. Introduce yourselves. It's been a while since you've been here on the channel, so we'll start with the main man himself. Bobby, go ahead.
Hi, Bobby Samuels, the lead actor in Jugando con Fuego, and I've worked a lot in Hong Kong, so you guys know.
That's right. Nicholas.
I'm Nicholas Ortiz. I am the writer, director, producer, VFX editor, music man on Jugando con Fuego.
All right, awesome. And Robert?
Hey, Rob Jefferson. I am the producer and bit player in the film, as well as all around on set, behind, in front, story, action, concepts, whatever needs to be done. Producer guy.
Our behind the
There you
scenes director for Behind the Bullets, the documentary that's
Oh,
currently
and that
running
as well.
along with
Yeah.
the movie.
Yes. Now,
Thank you, Nick. I forgot one thing.
quick question, Nicholas. I loved it. I really enjoyed the documentary.
Thank you.
Everywhere that people can watch the film,
Yeah.
will the documentary be included afterwards?
Yes.
Everywhere. Okay.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. Oh, here he is. We got one more extra badass showing up here.
There he goes.
All right.
Hey, Lewis. How you doing,
Hey.
brother?
How you guys doing?
Good. Glad to have you here.
I know exactly what happened. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Why we're
Okay.
showing up right now. He was like, "Where is the hat? I have to find this hat." He's like tearing up the bedroom. It was here. Chrissy, where's my hat? He's like, it was in the hanging on the thing. He's like, you sure?
Facts
welcome-
all the way.
Yeah. Welcome, Lewis. Welcome back. Introduce yourselves to everybody
Thank you.
watching really quick, though. Go ahead.
How you doing? I'm Luis Orlando Cruz, and yeah, I am a stuntman, also one of the I am the action director of Jugando con Fuego, and also partner with the guys that you see on the screen, brother Roberts, both of them, and Jefe Nick. So
Nice.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to call Robert Bobby because we got two Roberts here. You know,
Right.
I'll have to
You
do
saw me,
that.
Jeff.
Bobby and Jeff. That's how we had to do it.
Oh man. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into this. Hey, Samurai Guy gonna get real right now. I'm gonna get real with it.
Uh-oh.
Bring it on. Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Here we go.
Oh, he's cracking the knuckles. Oh boy, we're in trouble.
Oh, nice.
Excellent job. Excellent. Wait, hold on. Wait, I gotta hold on. Hey, oh, we got another one. What? Scratches. This movie scratches the motherfucking action itch, baby. That's right. I should have did a reaction. I should start doing reaction videos of me watching films, not just trailers. Bobby, I was over here jumping up and down, man. I was watching these fight scenes and everything, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, what? Oh, what? Like I was losing it. I was so happy
Thank you,
with
man.
what I
I
was
appreciate
watching. I mean, congratulations to all of you, man, all of your hard work. making it happen, getting it done, and it's released. You know,
Yeah.
everybody can watch it. I
Yep.
mean, it's hey, I am very proud of all of you. You guys did such a fantastic job. And let's
Thank you.
go ahead and just jump right into
Thank you.
this here. Right off the bat, Bobby, phenomenal performance, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate
Phenomenal
that.
performance, man.
Thank you so
Like just
much. Thank you.
really
Thank you. I
knocked
mean,
it out of the park.
it was with Nick's capable direction. You know, when they brought the character to me, you know, it was just his writing was just right on point with the character, and I've co-starred with everybody over the years. You know, Samo, Yuen Wu Ping, you name it. You know, and then I've worked in the United States and in music videos, but I never got the opportunity to actually just be the lead actor, and so you know, with Nick, you know, he gave me that opportunity. He came up with a well-crafted script, and you know, I just hope the audience likes it as well. Which so far we've been doing pretty good. You know, 19 festival awards. So you know, I
Hey,
think, and Nick got me best actor in New York. So brother, that's a tough guy. That's a tough nut to
hey,
crack.
It is. It's real tough.
awesome, man! Congratulations. That is
Thank
awesome.
you.
Look, we even got some fans up in here in chat. That's right, representing. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But yeah, just phenomenal. It scratched the itch. And I know when we talked like earlier this year, I think it was way back in
Yeah.
January, the last time you guys were here,
Yeah.
we premiered the
How long?
trailer.
hmm
Right.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Mm.
Time flies, right?
Yeah.
And I've already enjoyed the trailer. Like I got the vibe, you know. But sometimes what happens sometimes is the trailer's supposed to be made to hype up the movie, right?
Right.
Even if either the movie's good or bad,
Yeah.
it's there to hype it up, right? Hey, the movie destroys the trailer, man. It's not even close.
Thank you, brother.
The action, the violence, the fight choreography, the way things are filmed, it's not even close. Okay. The movie completely blows the trailer away. So all you guys out there, if you've seen the trailer, you enjoyed it, great. But still go out and watch the movie because I'm telling you, you're gonna be blown away. Blown away. But yeah, let's talk a little bit more about the film here. Right. Our boy here, Guapo here.
Jose
Jose,
Manuel,
Jose Manuel.
brother
Yes.
from Puerto Rico.
Hey,
Shout out to Jose
Shout
for
out.
sure. Huge shout out to Jose. He killed it, knocked it out of the park. With this first altercation here, I was waiting for the first action scene. And when this happened, I
Mhm.
was like, oh shit, I'm already enjoying how he's moving that blade around.
Yeah.
And how he's reacting, and you guys are going at it. I was like, "Oh, I didn't have any doubts anyway." But if I had doubts, that scene right there just put it at rest. They put it at rest because I was like, "All right, all the other fights are going to be dope. I already know. I trust Bobby. He's a legend. Nicholas, you know, he knows what he's doing. All these guys are legends here.
And
So
Orlando,
right,
Orlando with the action, you know, bro, you and Hector and Angel
dude,
Grove. Wow. You know,
dude,
three action directors. They
Yeah,
were
it was
great, man. Hats off to them.
it was intense. It was real intense.
it's just phenomenal job. So Orlando, how long did it take to do this first altercation here? This whole because this is a big big scene in the film, and I don't want to go into too many spoilers because I want people to see the movie. But they come calling here, Lobo's group, in Bobby's home here. And how long did it take? Was this a difficult shoot, Orlando?
So how long did it take? So this one, the whole shoot in entirety, or the scene that we're talking about?
Just
Sorry,
the fight
you broke up.
choreography. This the whole fight. Yeah.
Okay, so on the fight scene with sorry, it's breaking out. Sorry.
It's all good.
On the fight scenes. So I guess I'll go from first to last. Is that
Sure.
okay?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So the first ones they were like, it was, you know, we did first a walkthrough, right? And the day as soon as we got there, it was just like, hey, let's walk through the whole set. And as we are walking through the set, the final set, the final fight scene where you have like the whole shebang happening at the end. We did that the first day, and we did a walkthrough envisioning how it would go, and from there we kind of worked backwards. You know,
Okay.
now we went after that. We went to the first scene. We went to the house where they're
Yeah.
gonna have like in the beginning and stuff like that, where they come into the house and stuff. Now, to that one, it was a matter of like as we were planning it out and stuff like that. We wanted to keep it very brutal, right?
Yes.
The vision that we had, it was something brutal. So then, what I was doing is I was picking up ideas on what I already had envisioned, but at the same time, I wanted to combine all of our skills and knowledge, and I want all of us to have to like it. You know what I'm saying? So then, when we were forming, like, okay, Bobby's movement according to how he moves, how his own body moves, his body mechanics. I was asking, okay, what are you comfortable with and stuff like that. And he would tell me, I like to, I move this way, that. Plus the other arts that we all seen for years, how he fights. I already have an idea on that. So then that in combination with Jose Manuel and how he moves and stuff, right? And how Hector, I already know, been working with Hector for years, so I already know how he moves.
Yeah.
So it was a matter of like, okay, so then according to how they move their body, we were forming like, okay, this is what let's try with this move right here, this punch, this kick, yada yada. And then as we were moving around, and as we were flowing, it was like a dance with Nick in the camera. You know what I'm saying? And also with Jefferson in the camera. We as we were going, they were like, okay, this scene will look better here. And then we were just forming the whole thing, the first scene right there like that in the house. And then as we were going along, as we were going along, I was like, okay, so they would show me the punches and kicks and just show me the scenes, how they would do it. I would stay back, look at it, and then be like, all right, wait. And then I'll switch up the hands, switch have it like this so it could look more,
Yeah.
basically. For after that first one, we were like, every time I do the films and they see it, when everybody's face is like, "Aye," then I'm like, it's good.
Hats off to Roxy. She did great in that scene.
Yes.
She did.
Shout out to Roxy, man. Oh yeah. She looked like she was having fun.
She was. She had a lot of fun.
We pushed them, we pushed their characters out because we wanted to convey their characters and stuff. So like to really show it, right? So that whole big scene is we already had vision a certain way, but then when we saw how free for me to say this, that scene where in the trailer, I'll say the trailer, as they're they show all the characters. It's like one of those
Yeah.
Wow, there it is. There's the characters, and then we had her just come out and say, "Hey, Roxy, let's see how you do." She did her part, and we were like, "Can you do more?" And then she kind of took it home. She went, "Wait." As she was going through her scene, I was in the back with Nick. I'm like, I think we just might have done Harley Quinn by accident.
It's all good. You may have done better, actually.
Yeah, she went all the way. I was like, yo, she's crazy. And then it went phenomenal. And the guys, they worked so well together. It really was a combination, a teamwork thing that we did. I didn't want to go ahead and create the entire thing off of my head alone, because first off, my head will explode, and second is because I like to show everybody's actual body mechanics, and that's what makes the scenes really good. The reason why you see how that scene right there in the beginning, how that fight scene back and forth went, it was because of everybody that did something there. That's how they would do it in real life. You know what I'm saying? Or how they would be able to move the camera. Then when it comes to the whole big shebang at the end, where we're at that ending part, what I did is I had seen before a scene from Brophy, right? He was we were just chit chatting and stuff while we were practicing. He was helping us practice, and then in our practice, and he had just come by to just help out and stuff like that. But in our practice, I'm looking at the video that he is showing me of something, because I asked him, "Oh yeah," chit chatting, and all of a sudden when I saw that video, there was something there that matched exactly what I was looking for, right? So
Nice.
we were still formulating the day of practice. We were formulating all the scenes and actually making it work and making it happen. That's why so when you rent it out, you'll see that there's a trailer at the end. It'll show exactly what I'm talking about right now. We hashed it out, and we luckily actually pulled it out exactly how, or close to, in some things, to how we practiced it. And
Right.
As that was happening, we were practicing these things. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I want him. I asked him straight up. I'm like, can you show me a choreo, come up with something like this, and he was like, sure. And then I go up to, like Nick, I want this guy to do something real quick, and then we show the guys, we're like, listen, look at what he could come. This guy came up with. I kind of went all in on it with him, and they brought in something great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They brought in something, a piece to the whole puzzle that when they showed us, I was like blown away. I was like, yes. That's it. And then all I did was, real talk, all I did was just enhance a little bit the gruesomeness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, okay, I want more. Let's now, instead of just like, oh, here's a gun, here's a bigger gun. Like, instead of like shooting here, shoot to the face, that you know what I'm saying? Enhance it a bit more, make it more like, where the audience is like, and all of us were like geeking out, because we're all fans of action. So like, we as I'm going along and as I'm talking and I'm in this weird flow and my mouth just starts moving, the guys can tell you, I get into the zone, and then I'm like imagining and envisioning using my hands like I'm doing right now. And then they when I'm doing this, I'm seeing also everybody's reaction, and then that's what's giving me, okay, this is what we are looking for. When I see everybody in the room that's like, hell yeah, then I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
Because again, we're all fans of action. We all love that, we're all working in this as a team. So we want to hit it right, and I'll hear people out and stuff like that. And then, I'll try to work with their ideas when something is a little, when sometimes on sets you get a little different ideas and stuff, and it's a little challenging. We did the right thing and like, look, let's hear each other out, and we heard each other out, and that was phenomenal. That part right there, and we did like, everybody had little discussions and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then when sometimes, some of us had like in my, like for me, I'll put myself as an example. There's points where some people don't see my vision, right? And it's like, wait a minute, just trust me, just sit. And luckily the guys, they trust me. They're like, all right, let's see what happens. And then it's like at the end, it's like, we're all like, yeah, we like it. We all did great. And it's a team thing. And when I see in during these discussions, like example, Jefferson had come up with phenomenal ideas that we were like, I was, we're all planning it out, chit chatting, like, okay, what about this? And I'm like, and that when you get that reaction, like, oh, everybody had the same reaction, like, yeah, and we did that. We incorporated it, and all of a sudden, when we shoot it, it was, and seeing it behind on set, you're looking at it that way, and you're like, wow. And then it was amazing. Yeah. And then obviously Nick with his camera magic, and then Jefferson with his camera magic, and forget it. It's all
magic. It's all magic.
Yeah, it was.
Robert, what was some of the phenomenal ideas he's talking about?
Well, I'm not sure I can really give any of them without giving away plot points, but suffice it to say, I know what he's talking about. We were trying to figure out how. Let's just put it like this: we were trying to figure out how to cap a certain scene, and we had all these different concepts. Well, maybe we could do this, maybe we could do that, maybe we could have them both do such and such. And I'm thinking to myself, sometimes I'll step away from the group and kind of like get a big picture of everything, and I take inventory, and I just was like, okay, well, we still have these elements that are in play right now that we haven't quite used yet. So why don't we use that to cap the scene? Everybody's like, oh, right. Certain other moments, like there's a scene in the hotel, very small scene, where Bobby's on the phone, and I even used it in the behind the scenes. If you watch it, as a camera spinning around, we're setting up to shoot him make this phone call, and the lighting is all funky. And I'm saying to myself, with Nick has the equipment, I'm like, oh, we should shoot it like that. And I turn around and Nick's already doing it. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, never mind. Like, and we just keep having that we just kept having that synergy moment of like, one person says, well, this is how it needs to feel. Someone else like, remember that movie where the guy did that and he had the hat and they were driving in the car, like, right, I love that movie. So we're going to take that movie and cram it into this. And then someone else will go, right, but don't do it like that because that's already been done. We're going to have him kick somebody through that. Or Orlando's like, okay, throw me up against a pillar or slam me through something or kick me out a window or just drag me behind the car.
Nice.
And then we have like awesome things that just keep happening. And of course, it comes back around to Bobby once again pulling it off
Pulling
and making it
off.
all happen.
Awesome, amazing, killed it. A quick
Yeah.
question, Bobby. We have a question in chat here. Is this also going to be coming to Tubi?
Yeah, we'll be working over the next couple of months. We'll be adding platforms. So there was such a demand with the festivals and we just kept everybody, when is it coming? When is it coming? So we just decided to let's just drop it now, and we'll just gradually build the platforms out from there. Let's not cheat the public. So right now we have it on Vimeo. It's available along with the behind the scenes documentary. It seems to be doing very well. We're very pleased with it. And as the months go on, the weeks go on, we'll be adding platforms.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Awesome. The more the merrier.
again, that what I liked about this film is that the gradual progression of how the action happens. It's not just an action film per se where it just every other scenes it block punches kicks. There's it's front. The action is backloaded to the story. If you really understand, when you watch it, and I think that the roller coaster ride that Nick created with how the action is to be delivered, that's the joyride of what everyone is enjoying right now. So I'm very pleased and very happy with that.
Nice. Nicholas, man.
Yeah.
Hey. All I got to say is, I mean, everybody's hard work. Jefferson, Orlando, putting it together.
Very much so.
Bobby being the legend that is him, performing it. But let me tell you something. Man. Filming it and not fucking it up is very important, man.
It's way harder than it looks.
I mean, that's one of my huge pet peeves.
Much harder than people realize it is. It's very, very difficult.
And huge props for you filming the action like how it was supposed to be seen, man. Oh my God. Just congratulations, man. Great job. So you said it was really difficult.
It was and it wasn't. It was because it was what made it difficult was that we were all wanting to operate at our highest level. And so we were constantly finding ways to push ourselves and to make sure that we were delivering the best action that we could deliver at that time. So that's what really made it difficult. It wasn't because we were all in sync with each other in terms of the execution and the vision of this movie. We all knew what kind of movie we wanted to make. We had many discussions for months prior to even landing in Tijuana. And even while we were there, we would wrap for the day. And what would happen is we'd have dinner, and, we would then head back to the hotel room, and it would be meetings about the next shooting day. Gotcha. It was me and Orly and Hector and Bobby and Jefferson, and we're all talking about, all right, we got to figure out how we're going to do these scenes. We're plotting everything out. We're just making sure that everything's laid out. So I think what made it difficult was just how much of hard work and energy and time put into it. But as everyone seems to be saying all the time, it paid off. It worked.
Yeah.
And it definitely, it's one of those things where it definitely takes like a village, where it was like, it's not just me. Like, I'm not just like standing there and I'm pulling out every brilliant idea. It was a community effort. We were all working together as one to bring this thing home. So it was really on all of us that the movie is as good as it is.
Nice. Copy that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a shout out too, Nicholas, for filming, because that's one of my hugest pet peeves that I always complain about here on the channel. All my followers know. Because here's a good example. I talked about this yesterday, but UK martial artist filmmaker Michael Hode from the he's from the UK. He messaged me the other day and he goes, I can't do a British accent. I'm gonna fuck it up. But he messaged me voice messages, and he sent me like 8 of them. And he goes, mate, I just got done. Finally, I just got around to watching Snake Eyes. What the fuck? He was losing. He's a very calm, humble guy, right? Yeah. He's a badass, but when you meet him, he's very humble and calm guy. I never heard him this excited. Like, he was like cursing. He was like, motherfucker. I don't understand why they shot the fights that way. What a waste. And he said he couldn't even finish the movie. He got
Oh,
halfway
man.
and he turned it off.
So
That's why it's
ugh.
huge, Nicholas. This is like a big deal for me, for fans of this genre. This is a huge deal, man. Because
what was his name again? Was it Robert?
Michael Hogue.
Michael Hogue.
Right.
Michael Hogue. Listen, Michael Hogue. I'm talking to you right now. I feel your pain.
Absolutely.
You're not alone, sir. We were all of us. Every single one of us was hurt and betrayed and bewildered by Snake Eyes.
Yeah,
Fact.
movies like
Hurt my
this.
heart.
Yeah, broke your heart. Yeah, movies like this. I was just like, oh, thank God.
Like,
They
how do
got
you
it.
make
They
ninjas
got it.
uncool? Like, how
Exactly.
do you do that?
That should be the tagline on the poster.
Want to see ninjas uncool? Snake
How do you make Koji uncool? Like, come on now, man.
You got somebody in the chat here. R4 in the building from
Hey,
Tanaka there.
Reese Tanaka, one of our musical producers that contributed to the film.
Oh, I love
Shout
the
out.
music in the movie. I love the music for sure.
Him and Collective.
Him and Collective.
And the
That's
collective
right.
too. That's right. Yep.
Nice.
They gave
Love
some
the-
great music to use in the movie.
Yes. I enjoyed your relationship with your characters here, Bobby.
Oh yeah, with my man
Armando.
Mando.
Yeah,
Armando did a good job in the movie as well.
And I think at first I was a little confused. We talked about the fact that I don't speak a lot of Spanish.
Yeah.
And he doesn't speak a lot of English. So how does that relationship work without the audience kind of like paying attention to that aspect of the relationship? So the way it was brilliantly written, allowed us to just like we felt each other. He felt me, I felt him. He's my guy, I'm his guy. He's got my back no matter what. He's got my back, and I mean he's a brilliant. He's really unknown talent down in Tijuana, which is just amazing. I mean, the breadth of how he can remember dialogue and just it was amazing. He turned in a good performance, and I really enjoyed working with him.
Oh,
And Preston, that's another one of those spots too, where the question you asked me a moment ago, like how does the synergy work, and what kind of stuff was Orlando talking about? Is like Nick got the idea for the story and everything, and he starts writing, and we had that conversation that Bobby's talking about, like, what do we do? And I anecdotally told them a story about my ex-mother-in-law and her mother-in-law, who one spoke no English, one spoke no Spanish, and they would have phone conversations, and she would tell me about this stuff, and I thought it was fascinating. And I've seen it happen like a lot of times with like a Spanish-speaking person and like an English-speaking person, and I'm like, do you speak Spanish? No, but you guys are talking about gardening and like recipes, like how? But it does happen, and so I think that's probably why that feels so true, because as Nick tends to do, he won't necessarily tell you that he loved an idea. He'll just go, and then you see the script, and it's in there. It's like, oh, okay, all right, okay.
But yeah, I loved how your character, Bobby, was just like, revenge. We need to find this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And Armando's like, no. He's like, we know where he is. Patience, though. Patience. There's a little bit more. We'll get him. But I like how he kind of had to hold you back a little bit, because you were just like, I need to.
And I wanted to, I love the movie years ago that Denzel did. It was called Man on Fire.
Oh yeah,
one of my favorite films, and I tried to draw upon that for the character. Being in a foreign land, not speaking the language too what sort of thing, and just and work backwards from there. So yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
Awesome. Well, I have some screenshots here, and I'm going. Some of it's from the trailer, and some of it's from the film. But I got to show something. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I got to show some things, because I got to.
Anyone under the age of 12 watching this, please look away right now.
There's no kids watching Fat Samurai Guy channel.
Go for
I
it.
curse
Go
like
for
a sailor on here.
You got anything?
But yeah, I'm just gonna quickly go through these because I got to show something,
Of course.
Yeah.
because I want to talk a little bit about it, and of course, entice the viewers to go out and see it. But yeah, love the location, Nicholas.
Oh yeah.
Love the location, man. It definitely had that Western vibe to it.
I
man.
know. We got a comment on the Vimeo pages, just like this felt very Sam Peckinpah, and I was like, that's one of the greatest compliments I can ever get.
There you go.
To be compared to one of the greatest American filmmakers of all time.
But yeah, I love that Western vibe. And speaking of Western, straight up guns a blazing up in here, man.
Oh yeah.
Bobby wasn't fooling around. He's on a mission for revenge and justice.
I was trying. That's right. I will say this, that I've done films for 30 years, action films. A lot of wear and tear. This physically was probably one of the toughest films that I've ever done. Be it Hong Kong, be it here in the United States or London, wherever. This was really physically one of the toughest because usually you have a counterpart where you can, hey, back to back, you get him, I'll get him. There was none of that.
Right.
It was just fighter, person, female, male, just back to back to back to back,
And you took
Bruce
some
Willis.
bumps. You took some bumps, Bobby, in this one,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh yeah, I took a licking on this one. I really did.
I have a photo of Bobby saved of like him on a chair, just like bent over, just exhausted, and it was only like maybe halfway through our day.
there you go. Collective music there. There you is. There you
Hey,
go.
collective.
Shout out.
The collective, yo.
Yeah. Nice.
Banging music, man. Banging music, man.
Love the music. It just fit the movie perfectly. But Orlando Jefferson, yo, well, I was on. Okay, all right. Let me just click on the image here, man.
Let's go.
Yo, this fight, Jesus Christ! You see, these stills don't do the movie justice, guys. Everybody watching, this was fucking fire, to the point where I was watching the movie. I had my headphones on, and my wife was in the kitchen right here, and I yelled. I'm like, oh shit, right? And she came running in there. She was like, everything okay? I'm like, yeah. Let's watch the movie. 'Cause I was like, what? I mean, chopping, blood spraying, bodies everywhere, the movement, the way the fights are filmed. I was losing my goddamn mind, Nicholas.
We were on set giggling like little children.
Claustrophobic area too. Such a small area to have so much stuff going on.
That particular space in that location, if it looks small on camera, was smaller in real life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Bobby would swing that machete around, and he would miss the front of the camera by inches. It was way small, and it got really hot in there too, really quickly, because there'd be just a bunch of stuntmen, and we're all moving, and we're just the humidity would collect up, and man. But I gotta give we gotta give that one up to B Squad Action. This Angel Brophy and his team.
Yeah, that was Angel Brophy and his B Squad Action.
Yeah, man.
They came up with that one.
That was a good sequence.
That's the beauty of the film, because with the collective effort of all the action directors, no particular one action scene is like the previous action scene. Everyone is progressively built.
It's all eclectic
in its own way. So
yeah,
we wanted when we were planning this stuff, there was before we even went to Tijuana and we were doing via Zoom. My thing, and Nick knows this for years, I'm like, I never wanted to repeat, and every move has to be different.
Yes,
done. Yeah. I memorized every single thing.
Yep.
And then as we're planning for the other one, we're like, oh, this is what we're gonna do. I'm like, no, we did that already. They're like, where? Here. And then I'll just right on top of my head, did that. This is the sequence. It was one of the gifts, I guess. I can remember the sequence as I see it, and then as we're going, I'm like, nope, he did that already over here. So then we're like, all right, what about this? That's new. Right. And then we just go from there. Or if we see it in a previous movie, we all would be like, like Jefferson would be in the back, saw that somewhere else. I'm like, all right, switch it. And it's like, again, collective, but we were looking for that in that dance. I say this on that scene points to what both Bobby and Nick were saying, how small it is. Facts. Very, very small. But we pulled it off thanks to, yes, Brophy and the skill of everybody in there, because it was like a dance. Like, I'm talking about that machete is swinging, there's the camera going this way, and behind that is the boom, and then on certain scenes, whenever there was boom, or like, a lot of the blood splatter that you see there is real, and then whatever else is added, so it was like a lot of like, it's a dance between the whole crew, and then the skill of the stuntmen as Bobby's moving along, chopping people. It's like, here's the camera, boom, there's the person just under the camera. Here goes Nick with the camera. And then it was a really fine-tuned dance that we could not pull it off if it wasn't because everybody, thankfully everybody was with teamwork.
Mhm.
We practice, and we when we play, we Deviant Children, we play, but when it comes to work, it's work. Go, let's go. We and thanks to all that combination, we pulled off in that little small space this epic fight scene that we kind of wanted to do for years.
It was amazing. Bobby, go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, because for the action for this, with my background with living with Samo and working with him and Yu Ping and all the others, it's tend to be a little bit you can see the choreography, you can see the cleanness of the technique. So the challenge this time around, because I'm so programmed after 30 years for doing stylized action, was to kind of come out of my comfort zone and be vulnerable in certain sections of delivering the action, but yet and still keep that heroic posture or lead posture with how I did the action. So
gotcha.
I was hoping that came off.
A lot of Bobby's on-screen exhaustion is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it is very real.
Yeah.
But it works. It works
totally
for the
works.
character, especially with the story too. When you're following the story, everything works. Anyone would be tired.
I think
would be tired.
I heard a long time ago.
that.
This was on a DVD commentary. It was Blade 2. It was DVD commentary. It was Guillermo del Toro talking about making Blade 2, and he was like, I hate two things. I hate that nobody sweats in action scenes, and they don't sweat in porn scenes anymore either. It's like no one sweats anymore. But at the time, nobody, there was something about people just being very dry when they're doing these intense action sequences. And ever since I heard that, I took that bit of knowledge, and I was just like, okay, so anytime somebody's doing any kind of physical activity in my movies, a la an action scene, you are going to see them sweat. Yeah, you're going to see the effort and the strain on them throughout the entire thing, and it's just gonna, and that makes it, I feel like, makes it more relatable, because it's just, that's what would really happen. So
yeah, for sure. But yeah, just fantastic stuff. I mean, baseball swinging. Oh my God, baseball swinging. We got guns ablazing. I mean, guns ablazing. You want to talk about this scene right here, Robert?
That I have to take that back to Orlando. It was something that he wanted. Like, I got in a little bit of shape that last summer, and he was like, I want to see the guns with the guns, and then like he just kept saying that over and over again. I'm like, what are you talking? I want to see the guns. He's like, I want to see you come around the corner, and it'll be slow motion. We'll just pan up. And he even does it in the, if you watch the behind the scenes, that's another one of the times that he was talking about it. He's like, I want to see it. You come up, the guns will come up slow motion. And then the funny thing is, we were running two cameras at the same time.
Yeah.
So I was running the B unit with Jose and Orlando as he would jump in and out. And so Nick was like, "Well, go shoot it." We were like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, we have to finish this over here. Go shoot that." Yeah. And then I handed Orlando the camera, and he was like, "I'm used to this other camera." I'm like, "Now you got it. Just press this and do what you do, and then what you see is what we got."
Yeah,
it's literally what I envisioned. After I saw him dressed, I was like, "You need to be slow mo. Those muscles coming up the corner. Oh my God!" And
then I saw the two Mac 10s, and I was like, "Orlando, look!" He was like, "Yes, those are the guns. We're doing this." Like, you're like high fiving and shit.
Yes.
So the challenge for that scene was that we were operating a 2-camera unit that day, and I had to run from
you're going set to set
to do the action.
Yeah, he was filming 2 action scenes at the same time during that.
That's
Forgot
right,
about it.
you're right.
Same time.
You were
Look
fighting
at
the
this.
double the knife fight and the gunfight at the same time.
At the
Look
same
at
time.
this.
Right.
Oh, I love this scene right here. Just, just
Yeah.
visceral.
Giggling like
Visceral.
schoolgirls.
Yup.
Giggling like schoolgirls the whole time.
Love it. Love
Everyone
it.
had blood on them. We were like,
Our makeup artist, Lily.
Hold on. Whoa, we got some sound issues here. Okay, go try it now. Go ahead.
Our makeup artist, Lily Reynoso.
Whoa,
Is it me
Nicholas.
again?
Yeah, you sound like a transformer.
I do. Oh, no. My
You
secret
make
I'm really a robot.
Robots in disguise.
It's like Megatron.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Nicholas Ortiz is Optimus Prime. Yeah, we got something going on there. I don't know if you want to bounce out and bounce back in. Try that.
Try something.
Don't leave no magic.
How about now?
Still.
The robotic.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to try just bounce out real quick?
I'll hop back in real fast. Yeah.
Okay, let's try that. All right, cool. We'll just keep it rocking and rolling.
So,
Yeah, this is one of my favorite shots of the movie, Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
That's the money shot. One of the money shots right there. Let's go.
Yes, yeah.
Let's go. And I see the sweat.
Which is it's real. It's definitely real. That scene seems to grab everybody. I don't want to give away too much that happens in it, but it definitely seems to like put the button for that, that action
section. Yeah.
And
but
hats off to Jose Manuel. Let's do this. Let's give a special shout out to Hector Sorio because really that's his brainchild. That particular action sequence.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he kind of prevised that, and he had that. He wanted it, done a certain way, and hats off to him because it turned out to be a brilliant scene, and Roxalinda, who is becoming one of Tijuana's like big action queens now. She's done like 3 or 4 films with me, and she's gaining a nice little following.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's got the bug, Bobby. She's got the bug.
Manuel, I got to share the screen with him for the first time, so that was great, man. Looking forward to that, and we got a couple more things planned down the line with Jose. We'll bring that up, at a later date. But
there he is.
Nick's
there
back.
he is. He's back.
Do I sound better?
Yes, you do. Yeah. All right, you are human again, sir.
Yay, great.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the scene where we were watching Bobby stab that one final kind of gang member or whatever like that. Our makeup artist Lily Reynoso was just over my shoulder with a bucket of blood, and she's just like dipping her hand in it and then just slapping Angel in the face with blood as it's happening, and then and I'm like whispering off to the side, more blood. And she's like looking at me, she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, keep going and flinging on him. And so she kept flinging, and then I was like, okay, and stop. And she's like, and that's how we ended up with that amazing shot with Angel.
Nice. Well, I gotta play. Yeah, you're having mic issues again. You're like off and on. It's all good. We'll keep it going.
Yeah.
Well, now I gotta play the Rick Myers clip here.
Show the fucking blood.
I gotta play the clip.
Bravo.
I'd say we did. Yeah.
Well, we followed his advice.
When you bounced out, Nicholas, to check your mic, we were talking about this 2-on-1 fight. It's fucking phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. I mean, I was screaming. Kicking, jumping, kicking off the walls. Get the fuck out of here, dude. This is fantastic, and all the knife trickery is just brilliant, man. I don't think I'm honestly thinking hard. Other fight scenes that had the knife trickery that you guys pulled off in the fight choreography with the back and forth of it. I don't know if I've seen anything like that, man.
That is the goal.
It's
That
original.
was the goal. That was the goal for sure. We tried to just keep it fresh and new and exciting for everybody. And Roxy and Jose worked well together. And Hector put together a really great choreo, and that's the result you got there. That amazing sequence. And that's the one I get the most compliments on. It was like, yeah, the 2-on-1 knife fight is
Phenomenal. I
outstanding.
was screaming like a little girl over here. I was giddy over here watching. I have to ask, was this an homage? This shot here, was this an homage to Way of the Dragon? If not, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about that. But
No.
if you think it's an homage, it was an homage.
Definitely, yeah. Beach hand, baby.
All we needed was Hector to go.
Yep. P-Cam.
Oh, speaking of Hector.
Yeah.
Speaking of Hector, again, big shout out. Phenomenal as Lobo.
Yes.
There's something intimidating about, because there's a lot of our favorite movie villains, right? They have a lot of charisma, or sometimes they're over the top. They're bigger than life.
Yeah.
But then there's also something to be said about the subtle performance of a villain could be just as intimidating, or sometimes more intimidating.
Yeah.
And I think Mr. Lobo, I think Hector here pulled it off.
He pulled it off. He really did pull it off. My favorite line that he delivers is when he says, "Let's go hunting."
Yeah.
I love that.
That was great. And of
Hector's
course, I got
not an actor, and I gave him a whole scene, and he was sweating. That of all fight scenes, no problem. He's anything you throw at him, he can do, right?
Yeah.
Long dialogue scenes, he was sweating bricks, just okay, I gotta trying to do the thing and work on his timing, and he did an amazing job on that sequence.
He did off really well. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah. And I love, this is a great shot, Nicholas. Phenomenal. Setting up the altercation here of all altercations. Watching this fight, I remember what you told me last time you were here, Bobby, before I was watching when I was watching the movie and got to this fight. And I remember you mentioned that Hector had a very Sammo Hung way about him. And holy shit, you weren't kidding. And this fight was brutal.
Well, if anybody would know.
This fight was brutal, satisfying. Oh my God. And who did the sound design? Was that you, Nicholas?
Nick.
I did a lot of the sound work with the help of Jefferson, laying in like the bass, like kind of like the groundwork, and then I would come in and like really sweeten everything in. I grew up on Indiana Jones, and so like for me, if someone gets punched in the face and it doesn't sound like their soul got knocked out of their body, it's not a real punch.
I love those punches from Indiana Jones. Those are my favorite.
I love like
man.
the super sweetened those are just they're so perfect. There's a couple of projects where I had to do more subtle stuff, and I was like, that's fine. But I was like, I want to hear meat and bone get crunched.
Yeah, it's fun. The sound design in this fight, Nick, nailed it, man. I mean, I felt like I was getting hit. I felt like I was like, oh man, I was getting hit. My side.
The job's done here, guys. Good night. Here we go.
That's another scene. That's another scene that is like action wise, it's completely different from everything else in the movie. It's different. Whereas I almost started to go into a stylized version. Orlando and Nick, they brought it right back home. Nick did not want it to be stylized to that point. No. He wanted that, we've hated each other. There's animosity, there's tension, there's blood to be spilled between the two of us. So it had to reflect that in the action. So I love the visceralness of that particular scene, how it juxtaposes against the rest of the action in the film.
The beauty of that. So in that scene, since it was like Bobby and Hector, right? We wanted it to be like very emotionally invested. So me and Hector first had done we came up with a lot of the choreo, right? And as we were going along, and then Bobby comes along, he's like, "So where we at?" And we were like, come here. So, and he's like, I can adapt. We were like, okay, what can you comfortable with this and that? He's like, I'll adapt to anything, baby. By the way, that's when you know you're like, I'm working with a pro here. He's like, I'll adapt to anything, baby. I'm like, all right, let's go. So between the three of us, we came up with that entire scene. And, we were going back and forth, and we didn't want Bobby to get hurt. So a lot of it at first, before we turned on the camera, was I did the scene with Hector, and then Bobby was like, I could do it. And I'm like, all right, let's go with it. So then that's how we just created it. And in a matter of like 15 minutes, we did that whole thing, between the three of us. 15 minutes came up with something like amazing. And it was just, it was just like, and then as we're shooting along, when it went, again, like a pro, he's like, "Oh, I got it. I can even do this." And we're like, yeah." So it was amazing. It was amazing, honestly. I got again. We got to give props to Bobby and also Hector. Hector did phenomenal with this, and in that scene right there, particularly since we were telling Hector, again, Nick hit it on the head. Like he was like, when he said Hector has no problem with action, none.
Right.
And he's like that, he was sweating more when he was acting. And then when it came to this part, it was like, I got this. We're like, all right, so we're going to do this, and you're going to punch here and this and that. And he got it. Let's go. And it went phenomenal. The dancing camera around, as the action's going along, the people that were there actually live watching it, because nothing in there is like, oh, I'm going to hit here soft and here soft. That's actual wall, and then the floor hits is actual floor hit. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, we had to accommodate to certain big things, but a lot of it was skill from us. Like Bobby did a lot of that. That scuffle that you saw in there, we wanted it to be very nitty gritty, nothing repetitive, and we didn't want to copy from all the other ones. For like the famous one that everybody loves, what is that, Flashpoint?
Right.
So we didn't want it to copy, and then taking the Man of Fire, as Bobby said earlier, and taking all these inspirational films that we saw, we were like, let's make something very dirty, Man of Fire has no stylized nothing, and it's all just like
took it to the streets.
Yeah. So we were like, okay, so like let's see how these guys are mad, angry. Bobby's character is an ex CIA military guy, so like he has some type of something. Lobo is more like, I don't give a shit. Boom. So that's what gave it that rise, that, and then we wanted to amp it up as it went along and get more dirty. And then what helped it is, if you notice that, you already noticed this, but you see the different changes in every fight scene is completely different. And what helped it is that we add a little bit of style in the fight where Jose Manuel is fighting in Rosalinda.
Yeah.
There's a tiny bit of style to showcase the skill of the siblings, and then all of a sudden we go back to dirty, and that's what
variety.
That's
why this movie's special. There's a lot of variety in this film.
And just a quick footnote. I was you're your own critic, your worst critic or whatever. Right. So we wanted to test it out with the festivals and things of that nature. But I'm just, you want. Traditionally, we're told to stay away from foreign festivals. They don't treat the American film so well. But the love that we got, winning Best Picture in Japan and in China, and Tokyo, and Indonesia, and Russia, and I mean, it just, New York and Paris and London. Yeah. We're just blown away by the response. Yeah. And for me, that's a first. New York's a tough nut to crack, and thanks to Nick, I got my first Best Actor award. So thank you.
Yeah, well deserved. And I think Nicholas is frozen in time. It's all good. Oh wait, there he's back. Are you back from the?
Yeah, I have no idea where I went just now. I think I just went into the Upside Down. I'm not even kidding. I heard a grandfather clock just now.
You hear some Metallica.
There's some Metallica. I got to run towards the Metallica now.
Sound of a freight train going by.
I am currently queuing up Kate Bush into my earpieces as we speak.
I love it.
But yeah, Bobby, well deserved, man. Well deserved.
Oh,
Best
thank you,
actor.
man. And I don't
And
know if Nick caught that or not. Thank you, Nick, because it's because of you that I got my first Best Actor award. So thank you
he's frozen again.
again. But he's frozen
It's
in the
all good.
right way. Look at it, see?
Right.
Yeah. He's
Keep
happy.
up it.
He's happy.
Keep happy.
He's back now. Okay.
My desktop seems to be very cranky about
It's
something.
all
Let me
good,
see what's
brother.
going
It's
on
all
here.
good. We're having fun. But yeah, I love back to the main fight, Orlando. I love the body shots, man. Oh, the body shots that he was giving Bobby in the kidneys and all that. Ooh, I felt that.
Yeah.
Love it. And you got Jay Skull here in chat. He says, "Yo, just watched the final trailer for this. I'm all in on that fight. Definitely gonna check out the film real soon. Check it out." Hey,
Thank you, Jay. I
Skull.
appreciate you, man.
You're
Leave a
welcome.
comment after you watch it, Jay. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And don't forget, guys, you can check it out on Vimeo right now. And afterwards, there's a plethora of behind-the-scenes interviews. You see them break down the fight sequences and all that stuff behind the bullets. That's all included after the movie. This film is a triumph. This is a triumph,
I love
Bobby.
this part. Thank you,
It is
brother.
a triumph, and I'm very, very happy for all of you and your success. But man, Nick, are you still there?
You get that again?
All right, I'll tell you guys. I do have one pet peeve. I do have one negative. I have one complaint.
Can't have the good
You
one
ready?
today.
You ready for it?
Let's have it.
All right. I wanted more. God damn it!
That's
That's the other one.
I didn't do it.
I was like, oh, it's
That's the other
over. Oh
That's the
shit.
consensus. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my one negative about the movie is that I wanted more. I definitely wanted
Yeah.
more.
I mean, hopefully what we have now is what we have. We have a solid proof of concept, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I would like to see it developed for the big screen, and I'm hoping that people are paying attention. To see what we've done for very little.
Yes.
In today's standard and the quality of what can be done for very little.
Down to a mere pittance, pennies on the dollar, you might say.
Correct. And the reason why we decided to go with a platform this time instead of doing like the YouTube thing is because, at some point, YouTube is great, nothing wrong with that,
Yeah.
But because of where we are and what we're doing now, we're trying to take our filmic prowess to a different level. If that makes sense, especially in the independent film world. We're trying to give quality now. So
Right.
we'll be increasing our times and things of that nature. But the main thing is we want to make sure that the audience, has something that they can enjoy.
Yes. Now, is it a possibility you guys will all work together again, the same team, and do more short films?
Are we working together now?
Oh yeah.
We just came back from Mexico. We just got back shooting another one called Blackout. So
shit!
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, Roxalinda's in that. She's got a great performance in that. It's great action. Orlando
Twisty
and I,
story.
in this one, Orlando is the main villain, and I get to square off with him. So you guys will be in for a treat with that one as well.
All right.
Yeah.
We need to hang out again when the trailer's ready.
Absolutely.
We got to do a trailer premiere right here, baby.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Robert, keep me in the Jefferson. Keep me in the loop, man. Keep me in the loop when that trailer come out.
Absolutely, sir.
But yeah,
we have a formula. So we all do to make so that everybody understands what's going on. We all have our own separate groups. The Deviant Children is Nick and Orlando, and R4 Films is Robert and me. We all still do our own little things, but what we found is that when you have like-minded filmmakers and no one is about ego or anything like that, and you come up together with a collaborative effort and just take a chance on each other. That's the reason why Hugando works so well, because they had never been to Mexico. We told them, what to expect and everything, but they believed in us and took a chance, and they went to Mexico, and this is the result of people trusting each other in this business, and leaving your egos at home. Like, we all have our own little things, but collectively, this unit will never break up because we have gold as long as we stick together and as long as we keep coming with original ideas and concepts. So that's really what it's about, you know. So thank you.
Awesome. Yes. So again, this film is a triumph, and here he is again.
He's back.
We're giving you all this praise, Nicholas, and
And
you're
I'm
not
missing
here.
every single bit of it. I'm so
Now
sorry.
you'll watch the replay.
Before we move on to the next project, Nicholas, I was just saying that this film is a triumph, man.
Thank you,
It's a
sir.
triumph, and I'm looking forward to all of the projects that you guys have coming up. But let's flip it. Let's flip the switch here. We going back, baby. That's right. We going back to old school kung fu now, son. That's right. We going to the Shadow Fist, baby. So Bobby's going to talk a little bit about this, but let's go ahead and play the trailer here, baby. And all you old school kung fu movie fans, this is for you. That's right. This is an homage. We keeping the old school alive. That's right. So enjoy this little teaser, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. Here we go. Oh, yeah. All right, Bobby, let's talk a little bit about this project. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
Yeah, so like, you know, growing up, I loved the old Shaw Brother movies and Golden Harvest. That's really where it all began, you know, the early days. But we've watched the progression of cinema and how things have changed and things of that nature. So Jeff and I, we had came up with a loose concept about, you know, let's show some respect to the old school. You know, they don't do it like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff wrote a concept out for Shadow Fist 1, and everyone loved it so much they were like, please, could you do a Shadow Fist 2? Shadow Fist 1 was very short. It's just a little small concept. But for this particular film, we decided to kind of like really just, okay, since they appreciate it, let's just take it a step farther and give them a thrill ride with old school action and showing respect in that genre. And so far, you know, people have been liking it. So that'll be a later release for us next month. That'll be on our Vimeo channel.
Oh, awesome! So right around the corner.
Yep,
it's right around the
awesome.
corner. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And again, that's another film that's a collaborative process. Hats off to Nick and Orlando. They helped produce the film, you know. And again, this is how we work, you know. Every one of us has their own groups and things of that nature. But when we need to work together, this is how we get gold, for lack of a better term. So this is just another venture, and we got more to come too.
Awesome. Are we thinking
Black
trilogy?
Betty, Black Betty, the series.
Are we doing Shadow Fist trilogy?
We'll see what the audience. We'll see what the audience says on 2.
Okay.
If the audience likes it, if you guys demand a 3, maybe there'll be a 3. Maybe there'll be a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got something.
I already have an idea.
Yeah, we've been kicking around some stuff. We have.
Okay. Well, I can vouch for everybody here, guys, because Bobby showed me some of behind the scenes, and let me tell you something right now. All you old school kung fu movie fans, let me tell you something. This is 5-star fight sequences, 5 out of 5 stars. Okay.
Thank you.
I was losing it watching these fight scenes, so you guys are gonna enjoy. Trust me. You trust Sam, right?
Thank you.
Come on. You know I know the genre.
Right.
That's right. So 5 out of 5. Yeah, Jefferson. 5 out of 5 stars, baby. All these fights, I was losing it. I was losing it.
Appreciate
I was
that.
giddy.
And again,
Oh,
you know,
man.
you wanted to evoke that feeling of, you know, Saturday Kung Fu afternoon theater. Where
Yeah.
you just race home and watch all the Shaw Brothers, the Five Venoms, and all that, you know, and they would do those techniques and all, you know. But we wanted to do it in a respectful way, you know. Listen, it's not easy to do having African Americans carry the lead in what's traditionally a Chinese type of a film, you know. So the main thing was to kind of create characters that the audience would empathize and actually be like, yo, I love that guy's character. So, you know, and they won't pay attention to the fact that, you know, it's what ethnicity you are. You just go and just have wholesome fun with the film.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And that's what it's all about, entertainment and having a good time. All right. Before we wrap it up for the day, again, an honor. That's right, having all you badasses here today. We'll go around the circle really quick here. We'll start with Orlando. Orlando, anything you got to say to your followers before we wrap it up?
I gotta say, keep following us. Check out Jugando con Fuego on Venmo, and yeah, just keep following us. Follow us at R4 Films, also at Deviant Children Productions, and soon you'll hear from Four Brothers Studio, but that's coming future later on.
That's right.
Awesome. All right, Jefferson.
What Orly just said. Yeah, definitely check us out. Keep following Deviant Children's R4 Films. Go to Vimeo, watch Jugando con Fuego, and then tell a friend, and then rent it again, and you and your friend watch it, and then leave a comment and tell us how amazing it was, or why you liked it, what you thought about it, and help us keep it going. Also, watch out for Blackout coming soon with these guys right here.
Yeah, I'm excited. Blackout. I didn't even know it was coming. So awesome. I can't wait to see the trailer here for sure. Oh, let's get to this legend down here.
Hey, I'm still here. Yeah, of course, follow us on our YouTube channel, deviantchildren.com. Of course, you should be following R4 Films on top of that. The movie Jugando con Fuego is on Vimeo on demand, vimeoondemand.com/Jugando con Fuego. And if you use this promo code JCF2022, you get a discount off your rental fee. You please use the code and then share the code and tell everybody to do the same exact thing.
Awesome.
And be on the lookout for Shadow Fist 2 coming out in a couple of months.
Yes.
All right, awesome. I'm excited for that too. And last but not least, the man.
Thank you. I appreciate everything. You know, before we cut off, I wanted to give a special thanks out to a couple of people that, you know, I didn't say their names often in this. That would be Oso Tiari Cassell. Thank you for supporting us and believing in us as one of our executive producers. Mark Wiley, who also was one of our executive producers. Thank you. Of course, you guys know Mark Wiley from Made in Chinatown. He was one of the producers and creators of that. Shout out to the Santi brothers, Jason and James. Thanks to them because they helped us get a lot of the services that we needed in Tijuana. You know, you're in a foreign land, you need help. Capable producers, and they've been working with us for years, and thank you so much. And also Flora, thank you also for helping find the locations, especially the end location. That end location was
Flora.
It was in the middle of nowhere. It was a club.
Ensenada, right?
In the middle of the desert. So thank you so much. But yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to the people that backed us on this. Shout out to all the stunt crew. Tora Alita, thank you so much. You did a brilliant performance opposite Guapo, Roxalinda, everyone else that was involved. Thank you so much. And again, we can't create this content if we don't have support. And I just really wish and hope and pray that you guys go over to the Vimeo and show us a little love. And I do thank you so much for everything.
Awesome. And before we end it, Nicholas, is there going to be a Blu-ray or DVD release, or we're keeping it digital?
We're probably going to remain digital for now. However, I'm always game to do a DVD Blu-ray release. I would love to do a director's commentary. Yeah. Where the entire movie, I say nothing but see everybody here sweats, and that's what makes this movie great.
Well, you know, come out on Blu-ray, DVD, Samurai Guy gonna buy it there too. Represent.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Appreciate it. Thank
So,
you.
thank you.
thanks all of you badasses for watching today. Don't forget to check out Jugando con Fuego on Vimeo and stay tuned because it will be out on a plethora of other platforms. That's right, because it's getting good buzz and it's well deserved. That's right. And all you future filmmakers out there, action, martial arts, movie buffs, hey, watch this movie. You're going to learn something. And don't forget,
Show the fucking blood.
That's great.
Truer words never spoken. Truer words have never been spoken.
thanks for
love it.
watching, guys.
All
Don't
right,
forget,
brother. Thank you so much.
All right, brother.
yes. Don't forget to join me tomorrow. I'll be with director Miss April Wright. We're going to be talking about her documentary, See You at the Drive-In. So that will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So join Samurai Guy there. But yeah, thank you guys for attending. Like I said, it's your second home. I'm awaiting that blackout.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere. But you guys, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Keep watching them kung fu movies, baby. That's right.